What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Good.
Nice, nice. There you are.
Let me close my blinds. It's kind of dark. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. How's everything, bud?
It's going. I'm just on my lunch break right now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on my.
Glad I made it in.
I literally am. Look at you can see my office sort of behind me. If I move my
Yeah, a
head,
little bit.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Same with you, man. I grind
Yeah,
all day and do magazine all night.
all day. Really? So you're working and then kind of doing this sort of freelance, or
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool. Right on.
yeah. You need. I mean, everybody. I live in California, so everyone in California needs a side hustle because it's
Yeah,
just
I'm in San
ridiculous.
Diego. I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, fucking know then.
Yeah.
What part of San Diego are you on?
I'm in St. T right now, so East County.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, the other guys in the band are North Park, South Park, and then our guitarist Brett is living in Santee right now, North Side, but probably moving out soon to La Mesa or North Park, something like Golden Hill, maybe something like that.
We have the No Cover podcast, and we're going out to in September. We're gonna go to downtown to do some ghost hunting. So
Ghost hunting,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. There's some spots out there. Like one of them was like an ancient burial ground or something. I don't know. I have a guy who
Knows all the
is deep
spots.
into the paranormal field, and he's out there and oh, he's on Paraflix. His name's Stefan Brigatti.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
pretty out there. Yeah.
I've heard of some of those places around San Diego, but I never really got that into the ghost hunting and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
I'm
fun,
missing
man.
out. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. Are we waiting for another?
I was gonna have our drummer Matt with us, but he's having some issues getting connected, so
Okay.
it'll probably
Cool.
just be me.
Okay, cool. I'll start then. All right. So we're here with the Pretty Saints, and we're celebrating Long Way Home,
Hmm.
the new album. Um,
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about who are the Pretty Saints.
We're a group of guys that, for the most part, a lot of us kind of grew up on, punk rock or the Britpop stuff from the 90s. And we came together and we really just wanted to pursue a big sound, if you know what I mean. Big sound, guitar solos, good drum beats, hard bass lines, things like that. And Ciaran's voice is amazing and really lends itself well to what we're trying to pursue with that big sound. So that's really what we're going for with this band.
Um, I've listened to the album, maybe just only a couple songs I haven't listened to.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
and one thing I can say is the album is an adventure.
Hmm.
And, I do this, I do this a lot. I interview people, I go over people's music.
Hmm.
And when I first was listening to it, I'm expecting something to happen because you already
Exactly.
have, like, shame on me, you have emotions and all that. And right when I'm expecting the song to go a certain way, it goes a different way.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my note is you tend to expect music to, or when you do music as an occupation, you tend to expect music to be a certain way. Um, and you guys are so great at building and then going
Hmm.
instead of just like, oh, I want to make a song. Yours is
Yeah.
it's a higher trajectory. That's the only way I can explain it. Um, and the album is so diverse. Um, there are times where I hear Bruce Springsteen,
Mm,
There are times where I hear Kings of Leon. There are times where I hear Atlas Genius,
okay.
um, 9 Days, or Train, or Vertical Horizon. Those are all different elements I hear in your songs. And it's not like, oh, they sound like this or they sound like that. It's, I would categorize as your own sound, which is
Really awesome.
amazing.
Thank you.
I really enjoy it. Um, when you guys are creating an album, does it, is it, are you guys just like whatever go? Like, how is the creative process and the writing process?
So Ciaran, he thrives with, first of all, I mean, the words he writes. He's poetic. His words are. He tells a great story, and really the music that Matt, Brett, and myself we're bringing to that is to elevate those words, to give those words meaning through sound. You know what I mean? Because when I write music, I want the music itself to give the emotion of the words. You know what I mean? So if Ciaran's writing a sad song, I want to use minors and things like that. If Ciaran's writing a happy song, we want to use majors and ride those scales. You know what I mean? So to get back to your question with how we write, Ciaran will be on an acoustic. He'll write words and we'll go from there. We'll just build and build and build and see where it goes. And then we'll edit when we need to. We'll chop things as needed. But for the most part, that's the process. And then Daniel with Dark Horse Coffee Records, we'll bring him our rough, here's the song we have, and he'll refine it and put, keyboards, backing vocals, things like that. And then that's really what brings those songs to life.
I don't, there's one of these two songs where you guys are flirting with like country. And
Mhm.
I'm not a big country fan, but I enjoyed it. Like,
Yeah.
this is the first time, because I didn't want to cry. It wasn't like, oh, I want to cry country song.
Uh-huh.
Is That's a Lie or Rubbernecking?
It's probably That's a Lie.
Okay, it's That's a Lie. Okay. And I really, tell me about that song a little bit. That's
So
a
that
song
song,
that I enjoyed.
I think Ciaran was listening to a lot of John Mellencamp when he wrote that song.
Oh, okay.
So he had just had his son, and I think he was reflecting a lot on what he wants his son to know, what he wants him to feel, how he should be navigating life. And so when he did That's a Lie, it had this Americana sound to it that is why it sounds so much different. um, Maybe it fits in its own on the record, but it is different as a whole from our sound. And that Americana sound that we were pursuing with that particular song is really just giving the message of you need to work hard because life is not going to give you anything. And I think that's why it sounds a little more country. It's a little more, hey, you need to pull yourself up and it's all about you and you need to get what you need to get done.
It's beautiful, man. Um, but Rubbernecking too, it goes into this extra gear.
Mhm.
You got, like, I think that's one of the songs where I'm like, when I'm listening to it and I'm expecting it to go somewhere, and it just hits a gear and it goes, higher than you expected.
Yeah. So when we wrote that, I mean the lyrics in itself, it's about just kind of having relationship troubles, trying to do the right thing and ends up kind of blowing up in your face. And the music for that was you're cruising, everything's okay, and then it drops that gear, you know what you mean? And working for sorry, I'm getting a little lost right now.
Okay.
um yeah, we play that song in drop D. It hits hard in the chorus. We got to go somewhere. We got to get it back together. That's where that's coming from. It's cruising through life, cruising through your relationships, and trying to kind of mix it up to bring the life back to it, so to speak.
Nice. How did you guys get together? Like, how long have you guys been together, and what brought you guys together?
We've been together going on 5 years. I mean, Ciaran, obviously, he's from London. He met his wife, who's from North County, San Diego. She's from Encinitas, and her dad is actually from London as well. They met, I think, in Las Vegas or something, just some random coincidental thing. They ended up getting married and they moved back to the States in 2016. They moved out to San Diego. Ciaran he's been a musician. I mean, we've all been musicians all our lives, but he was really trying to reach out and do something, kind of occupy his time. He didn't really know anybody and met Brett through some social media, just kind of reaching out. And I had known Brett from high school, and Brett hit me up to play. Our older drummer was friends with Brett as well. We started. Then we got this new drummer, Matt, who also came through on social media. So, I mean, that's kind of where we're at today. It's just coincidences, connections, friend of a friend sort of thing.
Nice. Love it. Talk me through the writing process of your album.
Yeah.
And just tell me about your album. Like, what was it? Let's start with what was or how did you guys decide, like, let's make an album now. Let's make a full length.
Yeah. So we had the EP. The EP's 6 songs. One of the songs, it was Ciaran doing an acoustic version of Whiskey and Damned. And we had no idea where it was going to go from that. We found a studio in Santee over here that records, and we paid a few $100. We went in, recorded a demo. It was okay. I still have it on my laptop. I listen to it every once in a while. It's okay. And someone that Brett had worked with, or a friend or something, who's now associated with Dark Horse Coffee, he showed the songs to Daniel Carlson from Dark Horse Coffee, and he was interested in sort of creating a music, giving DIY guys, unsigned people an avenue. And we were sort of the guinea pigs, if that makes sense. We were the first ones, and he did the EP, and it was okay. We kept the drums and the bass from that record and redid the guitars and the vocals. So when it came time to really step down or, step up and do the full length, it was from the ground up. Let's focus on the drums. Let's focus on the bass hitting when the drum bass hits, let's focus on big leads. Let's focus on harmonies. Let's focus on folky choruses or just chords, you know what I mean? Because Ciaran doesn't play power chords on any songs. He's just straight chords, G chords, C chords, D chords. So with the record, when we started working on it, and this was 3 years ago that we actually started writing the songs, we've had a whole lot of life happen to all of us. And each song is sort of a kind of a window into each of these little tiny phases and things we were going through in all of our lives. And especially, with COVID stuff last year, we had intended for this record to be out last year. It was supposed to be done last year and out, and then COVID just shut it down real hard. And we lost our drummer that we had. He moved on, and we found Matt, and Matt started playing with us. I think we actually started practicing about July or August last year. We wrote this song called Anymore with Matt, and that made it on the record. We recorded that in March of this year. We did it in a couple hours. It made it on the record, and it's phenomenal. So writing this record has been a journey. It's been a long journey. It's kind of a long way home. I mean, that's kind of where the title for the record comes from. It's just 3 years of trying to get this one album done.
How did you mention COVID? How much, like, I mean, other than, was it hard for you guys to get together during the COVID lockdown?
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
was.
We went quite a few months without practicing, without writing, without anything. So it was hard. We never felt like we were on the verge of breaking up or anything like that, because we're good friends. We have fun with each other. So it was a lot of group chats, some Zoom stuff here and there, but that's kind of there was no writing or anything really during COVID. It sucked.
Yeah. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Yeah, it
Um,
sucked.
what would be your favorite song that comes from this album and why?
Oh man, my favorite
And
song.
believe me, you can make it be like, oh, I did most of this best for you. It was all me. I
Yeah,
wrote every single part of it. That's why
I think
you
really
don't have to be modest.
song I like is probably Only the Good. Second to last song or last song on the record.
Only the good die young.
Yeah, and we finished writing that song like a week before one of my really good friends actually died, and it was just this weird thing that had happened. It was May 2019. He got hit by a car and he died. So we had a show literally like a week after, and we played that song, and it just meant more to me than a lot of the other songs, I think. So I think that song probably the most.
Killer song. Um, what do you guys? Oh, you guys are your his name is Pretty Saints.
Petty.
Oh, Petty Saint. Oh my God, I fucked it up, huh? No wonder.
I didn't hear how you were saying. I thought you were saying the Petty Saints. Yeah, it's
No,
the
no, no. I
Petty Saints.
fucked it up on the invite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good thing no one
Well, as
saw it.
long as it's right in the article, it's all right.
Yeah. At least Mike didn't see it. You would have said, fuck off, dude. Well, tell me about this name, Petty Saints.
We were trying to think of a couple things. I mean, we're all working class people. I work in a factory. Matt's a glazer in the union. Brett's a plumber. Ciaran is an estimator with a architectural firm. So we're all just kind of working class, and we're trying to do sort of a working class kind of thing. And we were tossing some stuff around, and Ciaran comes from a really heavy Irish Catholic background, like real like Catholic school kind of Irish Catholic. And so I think he wanted to have a little bit of some kind of religious sort of thing. So like the Petty Saints, he said it. We're like, yeah, it's pretty good. So we just ran with it. It's really what it came from. There's no, higher meaning to it. That's really what it was.
Nice. Um, is there anything about the album that you would like to share? Like you would like the readers to know, you would like just in general, is there anything that you guys would like?
There's a lot of hard work into this record. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this record. Again, we started working on it, I think January, February of 2019, and it's just now getting out July 2021. It's not normal. It usually doesn't take that long to do a record. So I think really the biggest thing to know is that we worked really hard for this. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of energy into making what this is, what it is. So if when people listen to it, I really want them just to remember we tried really hard, and I hope that people enjoy it.
Sick, dude. All right, we've got a couple more questions.
Okay.
In offset of the album, the first question is, who would win in a fight, Batman or a gorilla?
Batman.
Without
Sure.
a doubt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You wouldn't even think, you don't even understand how many conversations I get into, interviewing people that they would.
I want a gorilla
think
win.
the gorilla would win. I didn't say Bruce.
No, it's Batman.
Batman.
100%. It's Batman always.
Okay. And then I guess my last question would be, if you had to pick one of these things, you save a child, one child who's starving, hungry. You save him, and he'll never
Just a sec.
go hungry again.
Okay.
Or a real life lightsaber. What are you picking?
Wait, hold on. Ask me again. My Zoom lagged out.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
go again.
If you have a choice between saving one child who is hungry, you never meet him, you never see him, you just know that you saved a starving child, or
Uh-huh.
you get a free real life lightsaber, what are you picking?
I would save the child, obviously.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely the kid. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Right on. Okay.
Oh, also, do you guys have anything coming up down the pipe?
Our video for That's a Lie came out today.
Oh,
It's
shit.
it's on our Instagram, the Petty Saints, and it's on YouTube as well. We have the record coming out this Friday, Long Way Home, July 30th. We're doing a listening party on Saturday at the Ken Club, July 31st. So 9 o'clock, we're just gonna play the record. People want to come hang out, come hang out. We're doing a show for 91X on the Wonder Bus on the 11th from 4:30 to 6:30. We'll be cruising around downtown, I think, just playing the music. And then we have a couple other shows. We got Soda Bar on the 25th. We got a show in Irvine on the 27th. There's a whole bunch. There's a lot going on. It's going to be a busy few months coming up.
Well,
But
dude,
right now, the video's out today, and the record's out on Friday.
you guys are onto something good. I appreciate
Yeah,
your
thank
time.
you.
And go get it, man. Go get
Thank
it.
you. I
Go fuck your
appreciate it, man.
dreams up.
Yeah. Thanks for talking to me, man. Thanks for having me on here.
Dude, no problem. I had a good time with you.
Yeah.
I loved hearing about your record, and
Thank you.
I look forward. I put a couple songs on my playlist.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, my
All right,
man.
man. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one, bud.
All right. Take care, man.
Bye bye.